Okay, so we're actually going to do a two-digit multiplication by this 36 by 27. And we're going to sort of do it the long way, where we're going to actually plot out what it would look like if this was all done in squares, if we were, plowing fields or laying down tiles in a big area, and we needed, and it was 36 along one dimension along there, and it was 27 squares or 27 feet or 27 meters, whatever, vertically. So this is like a map or a picture to show how we're going to do this multiplication, okay? So let's just have a look. Okay, so I'm just using this grid paper thing, which is Gridmaths, gridmaths.com if you want to use it yourself, but you could do this on squared paper. In fact, I just made gridmaths.com myself, so that if I ran out of grid paper, I could make these kind of diagrams. Okay, so I can use this little thing to draw. So basically, this distance here, from there all the way over to here, I'm going to draw this horrible line just to show you. So all this distance here is, and you can count it, that is 36, okay? So it's made out of 10, right, to there, and then another 10, and then another 10, that's 30, and then there's another 6 to make the 36, okay? So these blue ones are the 10s, okay? And likewise, from here down, all the way down to here, is 27. So it's 10 to there, another 10, that's 20, and then another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's 27 squares by 36 squares, okay? So this blue, now let's look at this blue part, okay? It's 10, and then another 10, and then another 10, and then that's 30 up to here, and then there's 6 there, okay? So that's 6 on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this is vertically, it's 10, and then 10, and then 7. So that we can see that 36 by 27 can be laid out in these chunks. This big chunk here of 10 by 10, another big chunk, 10 by 10, so that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. That's 30 by 20. And then we have these extra bits on the end, right? So that's 10 by 6, this is 10 by 6. This one here is 7 by 10, that's 10 there, that's 10 there, that's 10 there, that's 10 there, that's 6, that's 6, that's 7. So there's a 10 by 7, a 10 by 7, a 10 by 7, and a 7 by 6. Okay? Now these 10 by 10 ones, okay, 10 times 10. And often when I write times, I'm not going to write the big X. I'm going to write a dot, a big dot in the middle, not a little dot at the bottom, which is decimal, but a big dot right in the middle. So 10 times 10, 10x10 or 10 dot 10. Big dot in the middle, 10 times 10, because it's just quicker. Okay? So 10 times 10, you count them all, but if you count them all, you'll find that there's 100. Okay? So there's 100 there. So we counted that big box. This big box here is another 100. Okay, there's another 100 here, another 100 here, another 100 in this big box, another 100 in this big box. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 100. So this whole thing here, this blue area here, is 6 times 100, which equals 600. Okay? Boom, that's all this blue stuff. Okay, cool. This one here that's 10. So this is 10 by 6, which equals, you can count them all, there's 60, okay? All right, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. You can do it that way, you can do it other ways, okay? This is going to be the same, 10 by 6 is going to be 60. Okay, so you can see I'm counting all these chunks, right? So 7 by 10 is going to be 7 times 10. If you count them all, there's 6 by 10 plus an extra 10, so it's 70. Okay. So these two areas here, 120. Okay? So that's 120, all the green stuff, all right? 600, all this blue stuff, okay? This one here is 70, 70, 70, so it's 3 times 70. Because this is 7 by 10, which is 70. That's 7 by 10, which is 70. So 70 and 70 and 70 is 3 times 7. 3 7 is 21. So if you count them all up, there's 210. Okay? Or you can, yeah. So 3 7 is 21. Okay, cool. So that's counted. So the only one left is this 7 by 6, okay? 7 times 6. 7 6s are 42. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 7 times 5, you could count, well, you could count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You could count this 5 by 5 area first. Okay, and there you go, that's 25, and then that's 30, and then there's 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 7 6s are 42, okay? So you can always work these things out by counting them, right? But the idea of multiplication tables is that you don't have to go and do that. You can just, you can just remember it really quickly. So 7 6 is 42, boom. Okay, so 10 6 is 60. Okay, so what do we got? We've got 210 here. That's all this orange. We've got 42 there. That's that little blue square box. We've got these green ones of 120, and this one here is 600. So let's go here and write them all in. And this diagram explains to us why we have, okay, so 7 6s is this one here, which is 42. Right, so we have 42. Okay, we have this one here. We have 7 times 30, which is 210. 7 times 30, which is 210. 3 7 is 21. 21, 21, 10. Okay, that should be a 1. We've got that. We counted that one. We counted that one. This one here is 20 times 6. 20 times 6. 20 times 6. 6 2s are 12, so that's 120. Okay, and you can see where all these things come from. These 4 things here, we missed the big one out, okay, which is 20 times 30. So 2 times 3 is 6, plus times 10 times 10 is 600. Okay, so this is 600. And if you count all these squares in here, you'll get 600 squares. And if you count all these squares in here, you'll get 210. So it all makes sense, okay? And we can see how there's 4 different areas that we've broken up. One, that blue area out of 6 boxes, that green area, that orange area, and that one. So we get these 4 different pieces of the puzzle here where we multiply these different things, okay? But this diagram explains why. So if we add it all up, we get 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So 972 is our answer of 36 times 27. Okay. So next time I'll do a much simpler way of doing this, but I wanted to show you the long way where every little box is counted, okay? But obviously it's easier if we do it in big chunks, 10 by 10, 10 by 10, 30 by 20, whatever, okay? But there's a much faster way to do it, which is just not to draw all the tiny little dots, but just draw a simple diagram that shows us the 4 different parts that we need. Okay, so I'll do that next. Thanks for listening. Talk to you next time.